I'm a little late to this party, but I'm here to help clean up. Let's have a look at your argument.
I am merely trying to defend society's most hated and persecuted minority because I believe that they can't help their sexual orientation just like you can't help yours.
Okay, so you're doing this out of a sense of justice. And if I understand you correctly, you're saying it's not right that one group of people is allowed to act on their feelings, while another group of people is not allowed to act on their feelings. I don't accept your premise. If I see a beautiful woman, I do not have the right to touch her in a way that she does not consent to. What I do, however, have the right to do is approach her and seek consent. But if she is in a situation where she cannot give consent, like if she is passed out, for example, then I do not have any options. Regardless of what I may or may not want to do, I do not have the right to do certain things without her consent. Now maybe you think I should have that right, but whether you think that or not is beside the point. The point is, there is no double standard. If I do not get consent from a woman, either because she does not give it or is unable to give it, I am not allowed to do things to her. And if a pedophile cannot get consent from a person because the person is a child and therefore has not developed enough to make decisions regarding their personal privacy, then that pedophile is just out of luck. The fact that a pedophile may want to treat a child as a toy does not reduce that child to a toy. Childhood is a stage in the life of a person. And most of us value the fact that when we were in that stage, we were protected by society from things which we may not have processed the implications of at the time. The fact is, most adults do not want some random dude putting their hands all over them, and they are glad that they were protected from that happening to them when they were children, regardless of whether they would have minded or not at the time.
I think as long as something isn't destructive and doesn't hurt anyone, then it can't be wrong.
Okay, what you have done is taken one subjective standard, which is, it is wrong to touch a child sexually, and you have replaced it with another subjective standard, which is, it is wrong to hurt a child. The fact that you can personally relate to the idea of pain being a uniquely bad thing, while you evidently do not relate to the idea of sex being a uniquely personal part of someone's life, does not make the one more valid than the other.
It's not hardware, it's software. It's all about what the kid is programmed to believe and feel about the subject.
Again, I reject your premise. If you wanted to be consistent, you would say that the reason pedophiles believe it's okay to have sex with children is because society conditioned them to believe that. Well, obviously that's not the case. And likewise, the fact that most adults are glad they were protected from pedophiles when they were children is not a matter of dogmatic programming. It is a matter of self-respect and privacy. It may be possible to condition someone to feel powerless over their body, but it is not natural.
Other primates have no sexual boundary when it comes to age and gender. I don't see why we should.
Other primates have no problem killing each other.
In a utopian world with no sexual taboos, having sex with children could become part of their natural upbringing. You know, teaching them how to become good sexual partners.
Teaching children that anyone that wants to have sex with them gets to do so is not teaching them to be a partner. It's teaching them to be a slave.